Well, hello everybody. I'm back after a couple of days off again. Well, I thought there wasn't going to be any news to report since the political scene has slowed down, I thought, but our old sneaky president is up to it again. Well, let's see. 38 days until we get Trump in office, and this Biden, he needs to hurry up and fill out his 1D10 T form, doesn't he? Well, let's see what bonehead things he do lately here. Oh, was it yesterday or the day before? He is planning on unlocking or unfreezing $10 billion worth of assets to Iran that Iran had. Now, granted, this is pending. I think it's 120 days, and it will fall into Trump's lap. But he's not exactly setting Trump up for success. Now, regardless of this vengeance crap, this is our country we're talking about, folks. Now, what else? Oh, he's going to pardon all of his little felon buddies. It was to the number, I think, 1,500. 1,500 convicted felons, but they all talk really poorly of President Trump. They talk about a pretty massive hypocritical family in that KJP. She was trying to sell that stuff off pretty good. Yeah, if you believe her, you're very foolish. What else we have here? Can't read backwards. Oh, the drones over New Jersey. Yeah, President Biden. Why don't you just go ahead and send up some of our own drones or the Air Force and say, hey, why don't we show you over here? You want to check out some nuclear facilities? Go here by 3 Mile Island. Look at that uranium enriching facility. God, come on. I don't like to call anybody a dumbass, but you know, if the glove fits, you know, there are ways that the Air Force can push those out a little bit further from the coastal lands and shoot that shit down, basically. All right. So I'm more concerned about the civilians over that area and the other crap that, it's such a weak administration. It drives me crazy. What else we have? Oh, the death penalty. I'll try to move this along. I've got a personal story for you. I worked for the Department of Corrections about 12 years. And then I happened to go up to SMU 2, the Special Management 2. It was the second one built after the old one was outdated. It was built in 1985. And I went up to work a double shift. So I helped feed. I'm very strict. Guys sit on the bed, then you open up the trap door with your dungeon keys, put the tray down on the trap right there, and then you step back, they get it, they go back and they sit on their bunk, and then you step forward and close the trap. And this one guy just, I swear, he looked at me, and I looked back into his eyes, and I swear this dude didn't have a soul. And I happened to look at his ID, and his name was Comer, C-O-M-E-R. They put him to death in 2002. You might look him up. And he killed a woman in Apache Lake in, I think, 78, and murdered them both, but raped her and made the boyfriend watch her, had him tied up, a real bastard. But the other thing was that I had to do some medical escorts from the other parts of the cell block. I went around the gangbangers areas and did escorts. You know, you go in there, there's only one per cell, and you basically have them strip, and then you chain them up, and you escort them down there. You know, I didn't get any shit from any of them, but a little bit wary when I went to go do an escort from the death row. And this one old man, he was really compliant. Shackled him up and everything, was escorting him to the medical unit. And he just said, you know, Sergeant Grog, you thought you're gonna get in trouble out of this, didn't you? I said, well, I didn't know what to expect, I'll be honest with you. He said, you know what? And he says, we're all just waiting to die, basically, here on death row. So And it kind of made me think about something, about one thing that maybe Joe was on to, pardoning some of them on death row, because what if a judge had made a mistake, or a jury, there's the slightest chance that somebody had been innocent? And the really thing about it, if you're worried about cost and taxpayer stuff, it's actually less expensive to house them for life than the cost, legal and everything else, to execute a convict. All right, we're hitting on 5.5 minutes. Oh, helter skelter. That was term Charles Manson, when he did his murders. He wanted the blacks to go at war against the whites. And it almost makes me wonder if the weaponized judicial system is wanting to do the same. Yet Bragg, he seems to always be going after Whitey, and it seems like the Democrats and some of those during the period of 2020, the 2019 project, and where it got heavily racial. Now, what that officer did in Minnesota, when he did that quote legal hold, where Mr. Floyd ended up passing. Now that bullshit. You got 4 officers. There are other ways to manage a person you're going to arrest than by to do that. And also, that does not pass what we call the headline test. Look what that city did. It erupted. So not cool. But still think that maybe they're a little bit disappointed that their plan didn't work, and I hope we can have some peace. And we have a peaceful transition, 38 days, and everybody ready for the holiday season. Remember, Jesus is the reason for the season.